like to ask about the United States decision on Iran. This is effect on the Turkey and Iran energy sector trade issue. What is the main point about between Turkey and Iran trade marketing in the energy?
Well, for energy trade, Iran is one of our most important, let me say, partners as far as we are importing a significant amount of crude oil from Iran, which was, for example, for the year 2017, 45% of our oil imports, crude oil imports, came from Iran. In addition, our natural gas imports, they add up to 17% of our total gas imports. This is just imported from Iran. Therefore, Iran is one of our most important trade partner, energy trade partner and trade partner. To give the exact volume, trade volume, as far as 2017 data is concerned, overall trade volume is something a little bit about 10 billion US dollars, while our imports from Iran adds up to 7.3, if I'm not mistaken, 7.5 billion US dollars, while our exports to Iran adds up to 3.3 billion US dollars. But 7.5 billion US dollars that we are importing from Iran is mostly oil and gas. This volume was as high as, again, 10 billion US dollars last year, but it was, it was in 2011 around 12.5 billion dollars was only our imports. So more or less, Iran is one of our most important trade partners.
And what is your opinion about Turkey government declared it didn't accept US politics for the Iran? What is the reality of Turkey?
Okay, the rhetoric and practice are most of the time, and this time it's divergent. On the one hand, you can hear, and we heard, Çavuşoğlu, the foreign minister of Turkey, he claimed that the US unilateral sanctions against Iran does not necessarily bind us. We are not going to accept it. If it had been UN sanctions against Iran, it would be welcome, most welcome. However, this is only a unilateral sanction from the US, so we don't accept it, and we are going to continue our trade with Iran. However, mostly exclusively, if you look at our oil trade with Iran, similarly, in the same days, Reuters, for example, I'm quoting Reuters, they claim that Turkey's oil trade with Iran, oil imports from Iran, just was halved compared to last year's volumes. So, honestly speaking, on the one side, in the rhetoric, you are claiming that you are not going to accept US unilateral sanctions, but for quote-unquote understandable reasons, as far as politics that the government in Turkey is just following, unfortunately, they are obeying. They seem to be accepting what the US says, and they are decreasing the amount of oil imports from Iran. However, natural gas imports has a unique position or status, because you cannot replace with any country immediately or even in the midterm the Iranian gas imports. It comes through a pipeline, and this we have an international agreement, and it has taken take-or-pay commitments in it. Therefore, if Turkey does not take this amount of gas from Iran, then you have to pay the guaranteed amount. You have to take it, and this volume is as high as yearly 10 billion cubic meters. In practice, it is around 8.79 billion cubic meters a year, but we have a commitment of 10 BCM, so you cannot immediately replace it with any other alternative, because even if you try to import gas through LNG or CNG facilities, we don't have the necessary infrastructure to replace Iran such a high volume. Therefore, in recent years, we negotiated these issues with the US administration, and this was accepted. So oil and gas issues are different. However, as I already told, the oil side of the story, Turkey already started to reduce its imports through Tüpraş from Iran by half.
Thank you very much.
You are most welcome.